1934 Goudey Lou Gehrig. This is an absolutely stunning PSA 8, which was just recently assessed. As far as I know, this is the most recent inductee into that, near mint category. This card was recently graded at this year's national convention, and as such, it represents kind of the what is increasingly strict standards associated with the grades. So this is just a rock solid copy that we just you don't see them look like this very often. The print and the surfaces are second to none. The card looks like a 10 in terms of that regard. The yellow backdrop, just completely blemish free. The borders are white. Centering is often a bear on this card. This one's very well framed. We have a subtle shift to the right, maybe 60-40. Top to bottom is maybe 60-40 or even a little better, 55-45 perhaps. So it's just a really well framed, very square and wonderfully preserved 34 Goudey Gehrig. When we look at blue chips from the 1930s, it's our opinion that the 33 Goudey Ruths are at the top of the list, and then the 34 Gehrig, as opposed to the 33 Gehrig, in our opinion, is the second tier right below the 33 Goudey Ruths. These are irreplaceable. There are not enough of them to go around. Our opinion of why this is so popular isn't just because the card itself is gorgeous. I mean, Lou Gehrig as a brand and what he represents, not only to baseball but to our culture as a whole. It just doesn't get any better. He looks like a movie star practically for what it is. But then also because the 34 Goudey set did this tribute of the Lou Gehrig says to the bottom of all the other cards, that combined with the fact that this is one of the two issues or the two cards from that set that actually are of Lou Gehrig, it's just a match made in heaven. It's as good as it gets. In my opinion, the most undervalued cards from all the 1930s are these two 34 Goudey Gehrigs. This one and the number 60, 61, and of those two, this is undoubtedly the most popular. It's just a lot of fun. We're having a delight being able to feature a card of this magnitude. You never see it graded higher than a 6 or a 7 in most cases. What you've got is just a card which, for all intents and purposes, does not surface on the open market in high grades. A little bit of wear to this bottom right corner. Still very, very square. But that's probably the weakest of the four corners. And from the bat, there's not much to show. These cards are, pretty phenomenal overall. It's not easy to get a Goudey into a high-end holder these days, and so it's a special thing indeed that we see something of this caliber surfacing. All told, it's just a gorgeous card, almost impossible to find in such high grade, and comes highly recommended.